Good morning, Don Keith on the Diary of a Psychotic podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Campbell Soups. Good. Well, according to the Secretary of Transportation, it's going to take about 3 to 4 years to rebuild the Federal Aviation Administration's traffic control system. We have found out that the number of accidents went up because we weren't paying attention to the maintenance. All right. A lot of that goes on in this country now. Okay. We delegate the maintenance farther down the government and the gubernatorial chain until it gets lost, until the money is so badly delegated and redirected that the infrastructure is starting to fall apart. Well, I've got a really good example. All right, there is a bridge between East Providence and Providence on I-195, which is an extension of 95. Goes out to Cape Cod. All right, now, but I digress. Let's get back to the bridge. All right, I have a person that I know that has been working on that bridge for 40 years. New projects, new money for the same old bridge. Well, the same old bridge just got demolished because the maintenance wasn't really being done. There was just more weight being added to the old pylons into the ocean. The inlet that goes, it's the Pawtucket River, whatever, Blackstone River, a bunch of rivers all coming into one. And then there's a hurricane barrier and a couple other bridges. And it's a convoluted mess where all they do is pour money into it. Okay? So that I-195 can be used to get out to Cape Cod. Okay? So the I-195 can link everybody to Fall River and New Bedford and the other major towns that are all over Cape Cod. Now the bridge is a mess, okay? Because everybody's fighting over, guess what? The money, all right? Worst time in the world to be without money for a project like this, okay? It's a nightmare, okay? A nightmare of money, a nightmare of traffic, a nightmare of how the hell do I get there from here, all right? Now, on top of that, okay, we have air travel being made harder, okay? The government 10 years ago after 9/11 decided that, hey, we have to be safer about getting onto a plane and getting off of a plane. So he said, okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we make everybody carry something called the Real ID? Oh yeah, that'll solve a lot of problems. Except for the fact that you have to get it through the Department of Motor Vehicles, the DMV. You know that place where you have to now make an appointment and stand in line at the same time? Okay, yeah, that'll work out real well. Okay? I have to take a trip soon, all right? Because there's no avoiding it, all right? And somebody I know I love them very much, she has to take a trip too, okay? Why? Because we haven't seen each other in a couple of years. Yeah. That's right. Well, we had career paths that kept us on separate coasts. And now we find ourselves with this problem. We find ourselves not enough money. We don't have real IDs. And need I go further? All right? So what do you think our chances of seeing each other this year? I'll give you a clue. My son's SSI was cut off. And we have to rearrange his trust fund so that now he can live. Okay? What? Okay. Yep. The two of us are like going. All right. But she's young and she's willing to make, every effort. Me, I'm old and I'm willing to make every effort, except for the fact that I've got all these other responsibilities around me now. Because why? I'm 65. She's 24. Well, that's what you get, honey, for falling in love with a November man, okay? All right. Enough said. I know that was a rant from the Diary of a Psychotic, wasn't it? Brought to you by Campbell Soups. Good.